brothers, right? You got brothers, right, that are attacking each other, right? From New York City in particular, right? These brothers, right? Because we have adopted this pettiness into our character. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we think we gotta use to win, right? This is a part of the process of chattel slavery, right? Post-traumatic slavery disorder. We attack each other. You know what I'm saying? Instead of build each other up, man. I was watching them brothers, some of them brothers from out in Chicago, they all got them little YouTube things. They all together, they not fighting each other. You understand? The guys from New York City need to get together and we can stand strong and firm and take over whatever we, but instead, we fight and attack each other. You got brothers that's having money, that's sitting in beautiful cars and doing beautiful things, right? And instead of bigging each other up, right, we attack each other. And that shit is bad, it's terrible, but it shows the imprint of slavery on us. It don't make you look tough or make you look gangster. It should. Some of these guys I don't know about. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they the feds or what. But for the most part, guys are just trying to put their feet, plant their feet somewhere and start a platform. But you don't start a platform by destroying each other. You know what I'm saying? Laz is not Ja Rule. You know what I'm saying? And these niggas is 50. That ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Too intelligent of a brother for that to happen. I wanna, all the brothers that came from your page, Big Dice and L Famous and all of them brothers, man, I love them brothers and I want to see them flourish and fly. And we're going to all come back and get together and do something big. We're going to do a movie. This is the way we got to move, man. That other fighting each other, we ain't going to get nowhere like that. You know what I'm saying? We got to stand strong and stand firm on whatever we doing. This is some YouTube shit, but it's a microcosm of how we fight and destroy each other. You know what I'm saying? And that's bullshit. Brothers pick ops in the neighborhood because they don't want to deal with the real motherfucking op. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to deal with the real one with their foot on our neck. So we fight and kill each other. You know what I'm saying? That's some ex-slave, former slave shit. You know what I'm saying? We got to get ourselves back together, unify as an army. You know what I'm saying? If Laz doing good, let's support him. Let's build him. You know what I'm saying? You cannot, today's mathematics is knowledge. That's the order of the day. You know what I'm saying? That's unity, peace. You know what I'm saying? That's the order of the day is unity. You know what I mean? We can't move. If you look at all of these other coaches, right? They are together because they brought their culture with them. Our culture was taken away from us. So we have to rebuild it, right? And we have enough resources. You got these guys that are living a beautiful, luxurious life that came from our hood, but they'll get on the YouTube and slander each other in front of everybody. And it make us look bad. So with that, I know I forgot a bunch of shit, but with that, I'm going to say peace, Laz.
Peace, my bro. I always appreciate you on here dropping them wise words. That's why your name is Wise. You feel me? Because I had 30 different people harassing me for a news story from you. I'm sure they'll be very happy to hear from you. And it's always an honor and a pleasure to get one of them Brooklyn historic gems from you, bro.
I should have said this. There's a movie called Brooklyn Dawn of Calvin Klein and Savior down in Red Hook. Right? You ever saw that movie?
A movie or a documentary, though?
It's a documentary. And look, he was telling how he was hiring niggas from Marcy to come put in work down there in Red Hook. And they put Big Love and Half on the screen. They interviewed them. You know what I'm saying? So you could see them really in living action on that movie. When I seen them niggas, I was like, oh shit, it's my man. That's the niggas from around the way. I was down here. So the movie is called Brooklyn Dawn. It's about Calvin Klein. And then I told you I got ties in Red Hook. I used to frequent Red Hook. I had a lot of girls down in Red Hook. And when they jumped us in the train station, they really didn't jump me. They was jumping my man, and I jumped in. But they was jumping us in the train station. We had 2 girls from Red Hook with us. That's the only reason we had to go. I should have told that story. I'll tell it on another joint. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to be all the time getting jumped. You know what I'm saying, lads?
I'm saying, bro, when you from Brooklyn, you get jumped a lot, man. I done got jumped 100 times.
That's me too. Me too. I done jumped 1,000 niggas too.
Yeah, I done jumped niggas. I done got jumped.
We was jumping each other. You know what I mean? So it was like that until we became adults and the gunplay started. Then niggas stopped fucking with each other. You know, as far as them down there, they didn't bother us. This is how it was, lads. My older brothers and cousins used to be telling jail stories, and by the time I got to school, I used to have a battery in my back. And that nigga was like, he probably was in the school like a week, and he was staring everybody down. All of them niggas, like how son was doing it in Camp Gabriel. I don't know why they put me in the motherfucking in this spot like this, the one that got hit with the pool table.
Yeah.
Well, it was like one of those situations where he was in the school ice drilling, niggas bumping, niggas scaring nigga. And when I seen him, I was like, nigga, what the fuck you looking at like that? You know what I'm saying? And that's how that started. He had the whole Marcy out there waiting for me. You know what I'm saying? All of them niggas was out there, and that's our introduction. This is us coming off the porch. 13, 12, 13, 14. So I got introduced to all of them at once like that. Then me and my man looked a little bit alike, and my man had a separate beef with them about something else. And when they seen him and me together, they was like, oh shit, a 2 for 1. And we had, I tucked all my jewelry in and put my rings in because we couldn't turn around because we had the girls with us. You know what I'm saying? If it was just us, we would have been like, nah, we ain't going to that train station. They're going to kill us in there. You know what I'm saying? But we had the girls with us, and we had to get them back to Rail. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we went down in the train station, and they did us dirty. They did us dirty that day. They ain't cut us though, which they was cutting niggas back then. They was splashing niggas on the street. That ain't no jail shit with them. Them little Marcy niggas cut niggas. See, lads, we are what you call griots. Griots are in African culture. Griots, because we didn't have written history in some instance, the griot would pass information and history down to the next generations through storytelling. It's an art and a culture that everybody can do. In fact, everybody that you interview are not storytellers. They're not griots. But this is something natural for me. I'm the griot in my family. I'm the griot in my hood. Everybody come to me for history, or they'll ask me, do you know such, because I keep information. I retain information from, I can go back 50 years on it. You know what I'm saying? And reiterate certain instances and events in our neighborhood. So that's what that is. And you are a griot, lads. You're one of the greatest griots that I've met. You know what I'm saying? So I want to say that also.
Appreciate you, bro. That's deep though, man. I've heard like people speak about how that's how they pass history down in Africa, and in every neighborhood and in every hood is one of those dudes that's just the almanac of the hood. Like, know what I mean? Real talk.
That's
Some
me.
dudes is just the almanac.
Right. I remember things that See, memory is also a gift and a curse. Because some things you want to remember, you want to forget that you can't forget. So it's a gift, but it's also a curse. So you have to find a equal balance. You know what I'm saying, in your storytelling and in your memory, and when you want to, you know, bring those, make those memories surface again. For instance, when I go into these gangster stories, when I go into these stories about those things, I'm almost reliving it. You understand? So it's hard for me sometimes to tell certain stories. Like I got shootouts I could tell about that I don't like to remember. You understand? There's certain things that went on in my life and certain things I seen, but I had the information. So nobody can come to me with no lies and no bullshit like that. You know what I'm saying?
But some dude left a comment, or a random comment earlier today, and he was like, I love all this content, but no matter what, the best story, nothing tops the story where the kid got stabbed up on the Rikers Island bus by the Harlem dudes. That's what the kid said.
That was my first joint, Laz.
That's the movie right there, though. Homicide and Bed-Stuy, bro. Like, those two parts together. You feel me?
I was telling that story, Laz, I'm not one of those guys that sweat. I don't perspire a lot. When I was telling that story, I started sweating and breathing hard. And when I told the one about my mother, about the my trial, I started crying. I was like, oh fuck. In the middle of the story, I started to stop. And in that powerful, the great joint, you was such a good journalist. So
that's my favorite story out of. I love all the stories, but that story right there, that's the craziest story ever, bro.
And look, I left some shit out. And when Powerful jumped through that motherfucking hole and did that ninja roll, remember son was talking about how they used to put the ninja suits on? Mm-hmm. Powerful was one of them niggas that used to put the ninja suit on. He was the ghost dog, for real. I was telling the guards a story the other day how we had a sensei that used to teach us how to rob. You hear me? We had this karate man. Oh man, I should have told that. They had this we had a sensei named Ishmael. He used to tell us how to grab the arm and move it so you could get in the pocket without hitting the guy. He also used to call me Wisdom, right? And I used to keep telling him like, yo, my name is Wise. Wisdom is a woman. Because he was a Muslim guy. He didn't know the difference. I'm telling you, my name is Wise. He said, Wise, I like calling you Wisdom. What are you going to do about it? Right? I said, nothing. He said, I know Wisdom, and flipped me on the floor. You know what I'm saying? So I was telling them about that, and they was laughing or whatever. But also, my man Blade, right? My man Blade is down from Green, and he's from down on Quincy and Stavish and Green up there by 324. I went to 324 for a little while too. Anyway, my man showed me this style of fighting. He mastered it, but it's a style called the 7 Hammers. It's a style that you can fight that you can use while you're handcuffed in front. He had this pretty ass style called the seven hammers, and he used to be fighting like 50-20, but with his hands together like a hammer. His hands were interlocked like a hammer, and he would be busting the shit out you, bust the side of your legs. He had an art and a system to the shit where he came from the ground on you, hit the sides of your knees, hit your heart, hit your side, then hit the top of your head, all while keeping his hands clutched together. You know what I'm saying? He told me that this kid named Galtone taught him that style up north. I wanted to say that too. And it was the most prettiest, beautiful style you ever seen. You gotta see this shit. My man Blade is down in Atlanta. but he was nice with this shit. He fucked the security guard up in the apartments down here with the shit. I said, what the fuck? He was, and then he started showing his 52 game was like crazy. But when he did that style, that 7 hammers joint, that shit was crazy. So I seen these styles, I seen all of these styles, and I want to shout out to those brothers that created those styles. My man Shah and the other brother that's on YouTube. I seen brothers from Tompkins come home from Rikers Island with this beautiful 52 style, and I was always mesmerized with it. So that's another Jew.
That handcuff style sound crazy though.
Yo, look, this nigga showed me a style that, like, when the police handcuff you in the front, you could still fuck them up. Just cut your hands together, make your hand like one big hammer, and go to work. It's all leg work, yo. And the nigga put that shit on the police down here one day while he was handcuffed. You know what I'm saying?